Good morning, all of you. We were talking about isomerism, and in isomerism, we were dealing with structural isomerism. And I have told you that structural isomerism is further classified into 5 types, and the types are chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. We have completed chain isomerism, position isomerism, and functional isomerism. In chain isomerism, I have told you that isomers differ by number of carbon atoms present in the parent chain. In position, I have told you that position of functional group is changed, and here double bond and triple bonds are also counted. In functional isomerism, I have told you that the isomers have same number of carbon atom but different functional group. Now today we will talk about the last 2 types, that is metamerism and tautomerism. So let us begin with metamerism. Metamerism is exhibited by those functional group in which the functional group is surrounded by alkyl group on both sides. So here metamerism can be defined as the isomerism which arises due to unequal distribution of alkyl group on both sides of the functional group. We have 3 functional groups which are surrounded by alkyl groups on both sides, and the 3 groups are: first one is ether, R single bond O single bond R. This group is your ether group and both sides is surrounded by the alkyl group. Then we have ester, R C double bond O O R. So again we have presence of alkyl group on both sides, and then we have acid anhydride having general representation as R C double bond O O C double bond O R. So again we have alkyl group on both sides. So what is the requirement for metamerism to be exhibited? The only requirement is that functional group should be present between the alkyl groups, and that is the reason ether, ester and acid anhydride exhibits metamerism. The isomers here are called metamers. So let us take example first for ether. Let us write the molecular formula C4H10O. The number of hydrogen atoms are similar to the number of H atoms present in alkane, and we have oxygen atom here. So if H numbers or number of H atoms are similar as we are having in alkane with oxygen atom, then we can have 2 functional group possible, that is alcohol and ether. But metamerism is not exhibited by alcohol, that's why here we will talk about ether. So here I have written one molecular formula for ether having 4 carbon atom, 10 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So structure first we can draw. How to draw? On one side you have to take maximum number of carbon atom, and on the other side you have to take minimum number of carbon atom. Then for getting metamer, what you will do? You will simply shift one carbon atom from the maximum side to the minimum side. And in this manner, you will get metamer. So here, I have written 3 carbon atoms on this side and 1 carbon atom on right hand side. So here it is CH3, CH2, CH2O, CH3. Compound is named as 1-methoxypropane because methoxy group is there on carbon number 1. So here it is 1-methoxypropane. Now what I will do? I will simply shift 1 carbon atom from left hand side to right hand side. As a result, I will get a new structure, that is CH3, CH2O, CH2 and CH3. This compound is called ethoxyethane. Now, no more metamers are possible, because if I shift 1 carbon atom from left hand side to right hand side, then I will get the same structure of 1-methoxypropane. We cannot repeat the structure in isomerism. So here we can say that for the molecular formula C4H10O, 2 metamers are possible for ether, and the metamers are 1-methoxypropane and ethoxyethane, or we can say 1-methoxypropane is the metamer of ethoxyethane. This is for ether. Now let us talk about ester. I have told you in previous class also, if number of H atoms are similar to the number of H atoms present in alkene, and 2 oxygen atoms are there in the organic compound, then only 2 functional groups are possible, that is carboxylic acid and ester. But here we will not talk about carboxylic acid, as you know it very well that carboxylic acid is a terminal group. The carbon of COH group always gets number 1. So here case of carboxylic acid is not possible. So here we can say that this is the molecular formula given for the ester, having 3 carbon atom, 6 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So the simplest structure that I can get here is CH3, C double bond O, CH3. The compound is named as methyl ethanoate. Alkyl part is having 1 carbon atom and alkanoate part is having 2 carbon atom. Now what I can do? I can shift 1 carbon atom from left hand side to right hand side. As a result, I will get the structure as HC double bond O, CH2 and CH3. Now the alkyl part contains 2 carbon atom while the alkanoate part contains 1 carbon atom, and the compound is named as ethyl methanoate. So here we can say that for the given molecular formula, that is C3H6O2, 2 metamers are possible. First is methyl ethanoate and second is ethyl methanoate. Or we can also say that methyl ethanoate is a metamer of ethyl methanoate. So this is the case with the ester. Now let us talk about acid anhydride. We will be having 3 oxygen atom in acid anhydride, and the formula, molecular formula given is C4H6O3. So the first structure that I can draw is H, C double bond O, C double bond O, CH2 and CH3. This side we are having unit with 3 carbon atom, and this side we are having unit with 1 carbon atom. If you remember, whenever we are dealing with the IUPAC nomenclature of acid anhydride, we always follow alphabetical order. So compound is named as methanoic propanoic anhydride. methanoic, propanoic and hydride. Now what I can do? I can simply shift one carbon atom from this side to this side. It becomes CH3, C double bond O, C double bond O and CH3. This compound is called ethanoic anhydride. So here, for the given molecular formula, two metamers are possible, that is methanoic, propanoic anhydride and ethanoic anhydride, or in other words we can also say that methanoic, propanoic anhydride is a metamer of ethanoic anhydride. So this is all about metamerism. In next lecture, we will talk about tautomerism. Thank you.